All about where you're watching that eclipse from. The Victorian Princess cruise boat down on Erie's waterfront is starting their season early, for Eclipse weekend, to open to folks, take folks out on the water to check out that once-in-a-lifetime event. Megan Solensky live down to the Victorian Princess this morning. Going to be a big weekend for everybody on that boat. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Mark. Well, the path of totality runs right through Erie, but the closer to the center line you are, the longer you will be in totality, which is exactly right along Lake Erie, which is why the Victorian Princess decided to start their season early. I have the captain, Mark, here to talk a little bit about why did you guys decide to do this?
Well, back in the fall, I talked to Dee, the owner, and I says, you know, we have this path of totality. We've got to do something because it's going to be all over the world. And Erie's right in the path of the totality. So we talked about it the last week we were on the boat for the season, and we got everything together. When you take pictures of the boat, right now the boat is in the best condition it's ever been this time of year. Normally we're not even out of our stall where we're parked for the season, for the winter. But now the boat is ready to sail. And Friday's our first trip, and then we run the weekend. We run Sunday and Monday. Of course, Monday, I run the boat Monday for the totality. So it's very exciting for everybody on the boat.
What is your plan on Monday when that totality happens?
Well, first we have to be down here early with all our provisions. The crew has to be down here before 8 o'clock, and then we have to remain down here. So the fun begins around 2 o'clock. We leave from 2 to 2. It's a 3-hour trip from 2 to 5. About 2 minutes after 2 is when the moon starts doing its thing, and then around 3:15 is when the totality goes for almost 5 minutes in this area. So we're going to be on the boat for 3 hours, and we sold the boat out in a day and a half. It was sold out.
What are you excited for?
Oh, I'm excited because we're going to be on the map, and everybody and their brother's going to be in town. Friends of mine that aren't from Erie, they moved. They're all coming to Erie. The peninsula's going to be packed. All the restaurants, and I was talking to Dee, and I told her, I says, you know, the greatest thing about this day is Erie's going to be shining, but also we want to get people to come back to Erie. This is our ambassadorship, and thank God we have the totality eclipse, but the nice thing about it is we're going to prove to people that Erie is a great destination to come to, and the solar eclipse is just a precursor for what Erie can provide people.
Well, hopefully AJ's forecast holds out and it keeps us with that good weather for Monday for when that total solar eclipse happens. The Victorian Princess will be out on the water, and hopefully you've figured out where you'll be watching that eclipse on April 8th. From the Victorian Princess, Megan Solensky, Erie News Now.